Hello, fourth graders. Welcome to lesson 5.4. Today we're going to be adding some mixed numbers. So let's start off with cupcakes. Always fun to start with cupcakes, right? What are some reasons that you might need to make more than one cupcake? Yeah, there's lots of reasons, right? And so, what we're talking about today, the reason I want to get into this today is because we're going to be dealing with mixed numbers here, right? Numbers that are more than just one. Because sometimes you need more than one pizza, or more than one cupcake, or more than one of anything, right? And so, we can't just deal with fractions and adding fractions that are less than one, like we did last time. So let's take this math message here. We talked a little bit about mixed numbers and improper fractions before. So if you, let's try to figure this out. If you had 2 1/4, what would that equal? Okay, that would equal 9/4. And here's why, right? Remember that we can write, if we have this, right, 2 1/4, we can write it as a mixed number like this, right? We have one whole, we have another whole, and then this is 1/4. So the two wholes go here, and the 1/4 goes after that, right? So you would write it like that. If you're typing it, you press a 2 and then the space and then 1/4 like that. 2 1/4. Don't write it like this because then it looks like 21/4. You got to make sure you put a space in there. So we could write it like that, but we could also replace each red circle with 4 yellow pieces. And so the reason that it's 9/4, right? This is now 4/4. We're talking about the same amount of stuff plus another 4/4 plus 1/4. And like we talked about recently, when you have 4, 4, and 4, we do not add the denominators, we only add the numerators. So 9/4 is equivalent to 2 1/4, right? And you can see it right there like that. So what we're going to be doing is adding mixed numbers with common denominators, meaning that the denominators, the bottom numbers, are the same. So we're going to practice using a number story here. The cafeteria, had 2 3/5 tubs of grape jelly and 1 1/5 tubs of strawberry jelly for breakfast. How many tubs of jelly were there in all? Right? A tub is a container. So our whole here is a tub, right? A container of grape jelly. So what I want you to do is to set this up the same way that you would set up a regular adding problem. We're going to stack these numbers on top of each other. 2 3/5 plus 1 1/5. And I want you, when you add these, to add the fractions first, just like you would start over here on the right when you were adding in just a regular whole number. I want you to add the fractions first, right? F for fraction, F for first. So we're going to start here and we're going to add 3/5 plus 1/5 equals 4/5. And then do the whole numbers. 1 plus 2 equals 3. And you might be asking, well, why does it matter? Why do the fractions first? It's going to matter. Okay, it's going to matter a lot when we do subtracting fractions, right? And so if you get in the pattern of doing the fractions first, you will be more successful when we get to subtracting fractions because that is a little bit more complicated. All right, here's our next problem. I want you to read this to yourself. Okay, so we're going to be adding, our whole here is pounds, which is abbreviated LBS. And there's some kind of reason why that I don't quite remember. So we're going to be adding 1 3/8 plus 2 7/8. All right, let's do that. 1 3/8 plus 2 7/8. Now, I just told you, which do I need to add here first? The whole numbers or the fractions? Add the fractions first. 3/8 plus 7/8 equals 10/8. Okay, and 1 plus 2 equals 3. 3 and 10/8. Now, and this is pounds. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is not wrong. Okay, this is a right answer. a better right answer is to get rid of this improper fraction, okay? And so if we have 10/8, well, we could take out 8/8, right? 8/8 is worth 1 whole. And if we take out 8/8 and give them over here, right, that's like adding an extra whole. And how many would we have left over? We would have 2/8 left over. So this is the best correct answer, although you could reduce this even more, but we're not going to talk about that today. This is a better correct answer, but this is correct also. Okay. We added the fractions and then we added the whole numbers. So our goal here, right, we're adding mixed numbers with some common denominators. Let's do one here together in your math journal. So go ahead and turn to page 162. And let's come down and do, let's see, which one are we going to do? Let's come way down here. Let's do one of these practice ones at the bottom. Oh, look at this. Let's do number 6. That looks fun, right? So we have 5 and 4/10 plus 3 and 2/10 plus 4 and 8/10. Now, I am not going to do this sideways. Okay. When you do things sideways, you can get them right about half of the time. And half of the time in math is not really very good. So we want to get them right much more than that. So I'm going to stack these on top of each other. 5 and 4/10. Let's see if I can remember them. 5 and 4/10 plus, was it 3 and 2/10? I'll check. And I totally don't remember the last one. 3 and 2/10 and 4 and 8/10. Let's add the fractions first. So 4 plus 2 plus 8. What's 4 plus 2 plus 8? 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. And what do I put as the denominator? 10, right? Oh, please don't say 30. If you said 30, you're forgiven. But you need to make sure you don't add the denominators. Keep the denominators the same. All right, now add the whole numbers. And you should have said 12. 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 4 more is 12. Okay, so this is a correct answer. I'm going to suggest, though, that you try to get to a better correct answer. Now, if this causes a lot of confusion, well, maybe wait on that. But you know that 14/10, you know that 10/10 is 1 whole. So give 10/10 over here. Now you have 13 wholes and you have 4/10 remaining. Okay, now we could reduce that farther, but this is our answer. Now, this is also a correct answer. If you do that on a test, as long as it doesn't say that you have to reduce it, if you do that on a test, that would count as correct also. This is, like I said, a little bit better. 13 and 4/10. Let's put it down right here. And your goal today is to be able to add these mixed numbers. You have 5 problems now to do, 2 word problems on page 162, and then 3 problems down here at the bottom. If you need any help with adding mixed numbers, remembering to add the fractions first, then the whole numbers, and stacking those numbers on top of each other like we would normally do when adding multi-digit numbers, be sure to reach out and let me know. And good luck.